Kenya, like most African countries, is experiencing rapid urbanization. In Nairobi, the capital city, over 60% of the population live in informal settlements or slums where access to basic healthcare and education services is poor. Children, and in particular the very youngest, are the most vulnerable to unhealthy environments, poor nutrition, and lack of resources. This means they are denied the opportunity to reach their full potential.
Naitwa Judy Nyawera, naishi hapa Babadogo na ninafanya kibarua kwa kampuni inaitwa Carsons, na kuna times nafanyanga shift day na night shift na alternate. Na niko na watoto wawili. So huyu mdogo venye alifikisha 6 months, nikaamua nimlete hapa juu nilitafuta wasichana, sikuweza kupata, nikaleta hapa kwa daycare. Kwa mara nyingi siku hizi imekuwa kupata wasichana inakuwa ni ngumu sometimes. Sometimes unapata mtu trust, unapata tunaona vitu mingi kwa picha venye wasichana wanafanya watoto. So tumekuwa na hiyo fear. So tuna prefer daycare. Okay, mtoto akiendelea kugrow. Kama hapa unaona kama hapa Trinity wako na classes. Mtoto yeye anaendelea kugrow, akiendelea kulearn. So mi kivyangu naona ataendelea tu cause hapa ni mahali atakuwa amezoea. So hatakuwa na shida kubaki. Ningependa at least kila mtoto aweze kwenda shuleni. Nataka the best for our kids. Unajua kama mzazi una nini mtoto the best kwa maisha yake.
Nilikuwa nawapeleka kwa daycare ya mtu tu personal kwa nyumba, lakini nikaona hawana malezi bora, nikakuja nikawabadilisha, nikawaleta hapa. Walikuwa wamerudi chini kabisa sababu hata walikuwa wamekosa lishe bora. Sababu saa zingine mimi mwenyewe napata kazi, sina kazi, napata chakula nakosa, wanashinda njaa. Nikiwapeleka kwa daycare mali nawapeleka na chakula yenye watakula ikiwa baridi, wanakuja wanapatwa na diarrhea, wanaanza kuhara.
Biashara, ukitaka kufanya biashara, ndio biashara ina changamoto zake kwa sababu huwezi ukapata vile unafikiria. Saa zingine kuna changamoto kwa sababu kuna hata wale wazazi wakileta watoto, saa zingine kulipa hiyo karo inakuwa ni ngumu kidogo. Sasa mnaona ni kama mnavurutana na mzazi, lakini polepole anaileta kidogo kidogo.
Our job is to try to understand the environments in which these baby cares are working and to figure out how to support those efforts, how to improve the quality. It's not just about finding a place for the children to be, it's also about finding a way to nurture their development in terms of their health, in terms of their nutrition, in terms of the education, in terms of protection.
There is need for non-government organizations, the CPOs, to work with the county governments. For example, if it is Nairobi, to work with the Nairobi County government to try and provide services for these children. As you understand, early childhood is interdisciplinary, and therefore it requires a multi-sectoral approach in tackling issues that affect young children, especially in non-formal ECD centers.
Building Brighter Futures, a coalition formed by the Aga Khan Foundation, Kidogo, and the Institute for Human Development at the Aga Khan University, together with community partner Daraja, has embarked on a program to support innovative early childhood development in the informal settlements of Kibera, Kangemi, and Babadogo.
We are now, as practitioners, pushing for government to put in more money into early years. And the 0 to 3 is actually the time when the child really can grasp so much. Okay? And we know by the time the child is 80%, 3 years, 80% of the brain is matured. So the more interaction the child has, the more exposure the child has, the more language the child hears, the better is for child. And this goes throughout his life, because that also means that the child, when the child starts school, he will be doing or she will be doing much better.
These initiatives are focusing on the holistic development of the child and emphasize health and nutrition, play-based learning, positive discipline, creating child-friendly spaces, and financial sustainability of the institutions providing the care. Kidogo is a social enterprise that provides high-quality, affordable early childhood care and education to support healthy growth and development of young children living in urban slums.
So our Kidogo way, our philosophy is we believe in play-based approach, child-centered, where we are able to develop the different domains in the child, and the child can be able to develop different skills and competencies so that the different domains in the child can be fully developed.
Niko na watoto watatu wanasoma hapa Kidogo, mmoja kwa pre-unit, mwingine nursery, mwingine baby care. Kazi yenye anafanya hapa ni mzuri sababu mtoto wangu mkubwa nilipomleta hapa hakuwa active, but for now nimeona ameimprove, anajua kusoma. So nimeona wanapanua, yani ukileta mtoto hapa, mtoto anapanua ubongo, anakuwa sharp, anakuwa na time ya kucheza na wengine.
You see the way you've set your class. I'm assuming this is your class now here. These are your learning centers where you go back here. Now what we are doing at this particular session is we are helping our teachers to come up with learning centers. Learning centers will help the teacher because our space is small. So we want the children to have hands-on, unlike something that has not been happening in most of the programs in Kenya. From morning to now, we've been learning about material development and designing a classroom using the learning centers. So we had to do it theoretically, and now they are still doing it practically.
Okay, previously in our schools, we never had those learning centers. And I've realized that if the children are able to go at a point in the class and be able to manipulate the materials they find there, they go to a reading corner, they're able to pick books, flip through, read the pictures. They go to another corner, their materials, they discover what is there. I think that one provokes their imagination, and they're able to learn more on their own, even without much of the teacher's support.
Kidogo is piloting an innovative hub-and-spoke model to sustainably deliver high-quality early childhood programming to families living in these communities. Using the hub as a center of excellence, Kidogo partners with local women who they call mamapreneurs to improve the quality and sustainability of their own baby care centers called spokes. Kidogo provides them with training, mentorship, and ongoing quality assurance, as well as business support and microloans to grow their centers.
My role is to go around the spokes, identify their needs, see if they are having any challenges, and then if we identify any challenges or needs, we go sit together with the rest of the group and strategize on how we are going to help them.
Eunice.
Yes.
Sasa niambie habari ya masiku.
Mzuri sana.
Unaendelea aje?
Naendelea vizuri, nashukuru Mungu. Challenge yenye nimekuwa nayo tu ni kuconvince wazazi ya kwamba I want to start a food program. Sasa walikuwa like, watakula nini? But when I introduced my timetable, hiyo menu timetable, walikuwa comfortable and they are doing good.
How are the finances taking you? Are you able to track them?
Yeah, through that toolkit, your tracking kit I was given, they are really helping me. Because each evening I have to record what I have done, what I have spent. So that by the end of the month, I know what I'm doing, what I'm getting. Yeah.
Across town in Babadogo, community-based organization Daraja, a partner of the Aga Khan Foundation, has adopted a similar approach to ensuring early childhood care. It aims to build the community's capacity to tackle issues affecting childhood development, such as poor health and nutrition.
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Jena Worolwatch. Mimi ni mkaaji wa hapa Mugure. Ile kazi ninafanya ni kazi ya kulinda watoto. Hiyo ndio kazi ninafanya hapa kwa kijijini. Tangu watu wa Daraja waje, nimepata manufaa kutoka kwao. Nimeona wamenisaidia, hata mimi nimepata mafunzo kutoka kwao. Kwa sababu hapa awali nilikuwa hata sina vile watoto wanaweza enda choo vizuri. Waliniletea poti, wakaniletea mandoo, wakaniletea drum ingine hapo.
A good daycare should provide enough space for children to play freely. Also, it should also be very clean. Hygiene should be very much observed. And also, a good daycare also should have enough materials for the children that you are bringing up to be able to play well. That one will also build up their physical growth. The reason why the parents bring their children to my daycare, first of all, is courtesy. You talk to your parents with a lot of courtesy and also understanding your parents. That one draws them to bring their child to me. The health community, they help us actually because they come to visit our children right in the daycare. And when they come to visit our children in the daycare, they check on maybe the health, the growth, the development of the child.
There's that linkage Aga Khan has come with, linkage with the healthcare, with the health facilities, in that in case of any illnesses, these children are able to be attended to the facility. And the facility, people can also be able to come and visit the daycare center.
CHV is the same as CHW, community health worker. I deal with many things. I help the children, orphans, widows, and I engage in nutrition.
Yes, Susan.
Tunapimanga kuangalia hali ya mtoto. When it is a big thing or just a serious information, I just refer where she or he can get help. Maybe if it is the sickness, I just refer to the city council clinic. And if it is a matter of domestic whatnot, maybe violence, I just send the person to the chief.
So books become a very important agent for a child to encourage language development, okay, as well as the enjoyment. The fun is very, very important. So for this session, what I'd like us to do is we are going to try and make as many picture books as possible using different pictures.
Emphasis is placed on developing a child's all-round health and skills by encouraging play with the use of local materials to stimulate and teach the children.
Can I borrow your scissors?
We are trying to make some books because we have come to learn children as they grow. We are supposed to introduce them to books so that their minds, when they are still young, they start to know about this and this, like rivers. You told them this is Mount Kenya. So it is part of building their mentality.
I'm so happy you all manage, each of the clusters manage to get the books, okay, and also practice how to use books. So you can see, you know, in a little time you sat here as a group, you managed to do so much.
Wamenifundisha vitu mingi. I have learned about how to take care of the small babies from 6 months, how to cope with them. I mean, every child has different things he or she wants. So we have been told how to handle each child with special needs.
Another day draws to a close, and Jane Alivista returns home with her 2 children. The innovations being carried out by the Building Brighter Futures program are aimed at transforming early childhood in the informal settlements. What will tomorrow hold for the children of Kibera, Kangemi, Babadogo, and other informal settlements on the continent? The bold initiatives being pioneered and pursued by the Building Brighter Futures program have the potential to transform the lives of some of the most vulnerable children in urban areas.
There's a huge demand in urban areas because of the slums around and all, but we also need to push towards a certain minimum standards because we are really investing in very young lives, and we want these children to really optimize in terms of their developments.
I'm so excited about it. And what I'm seeing in Kidogo is like the 2 programs we already have is to replicate this work or to scale up into other different areas because people need us. People are calling upon us to see how can Kidogo work with us? How can Kidogo help us to be able to provide a quality program like this one in Kibera?
So we better invest in their future or else there'll be no future to talk about.
Like for the children of Kibera, I hope that in future, when they come out of Kibera, when they come out of our centers, out of high school and university, they be people of substance, people who can bring a difference into their society.